Now back to the abandoned property battle. A key part of the fight, zombie mortgages.
Those are mortgages turned over to a bank, but not finished with the foreclosure process. Today, the city took action. Senior reporter Jake Wazakowski is live to explain. Jake.
A lot of discussion in detail as to who would have to register under this ordinance, what homes would have to be registered, clear signs or broken windows, structural damage, code violations, and if a yard is unkept. One organization was worried that one of the major contributors or major people that were identified for this ordinance may have been left off the list. The City Council votes unanimously to pass the vacant and abandoned property ordinance this afternoon. It allows residents and inspectors to identify properties that are clearly neglected and could attract crime, questionable activity, or varmint. If a property meets the criteria, the owner would be charged $500 every 3 months until cleaned, so taxpayers wouldn't have to foot upkeep costs. Currently, there are 800 homes on the demolition list.
What this is going to do is going to send a message to specifically some of our slumlords in the community, quite frankly, who have not chosen to take care of their properties.
Homes like this at 30th and Belvedere left in disrepair. 5 years ago, the owner couldn't pay the mortgage and turned it over to the bank, which never foreclosed on it, so nothing's been done. These so-called zombie mortgages are a major concern for organizations like OTOC, Habitat for Humanity, and neighbors that worry they aren't covered in the ordinance's amendments.
They've been empty for quite a while, and one day I saw the door was open, and I knew there was problems.
The progress of a neighborhood being halted and traditions lost. All those are moral topics. Banks that hold zombie loan mortgages are failing morally.
The city's law department says the ordinance will still cover some of these zombie mortgages. They say it doesn't have to be foreclosed upon by the bank for them to register, as long as one of 3 transfer processes have started. Now, investors who are flipping homes or working on their properties, and people like snowbirds who are gone for months at a time, other situations like that, those people are not going to be forced to register under the ordinance. The city says that a good portion of those vacant or abandoned properties are owned by banks that aren't even in the state of Nebraska. Reporting live outside City Hall in downtown Omaha, Jake Wazakowski, KMTV Action 3 News.
Another effort to deal with vacant properties in Omaha is nearly 1 year old. The Omaha Municipal Land Bank held its first meeting last December. The City Council created the land bank with the goal of buying unlivable properties. The city would then tear them down and resell the land. The board meets on the second Wednesday of the month.
The city